Another thing I've heard, being engaged, was that wedding planning is going to be stressful. I'm trying to figure out what wedding did they plan. Hey guys, welcome back to TIECE'S TV. Today is going to be on some real chill type of vibes. Just talking to you, I wanted to do this video because I just felt like a lot of people had like some type of negative perspective about being engaged and the things that you go through, the wedding and all that stuff. And I just felt like, I want to shed some light on some of the things that I've heard from people since I've been engaged and how those things aren't true. And so I was very shocked at the amount of people had like a negative outlook on the things that you go through, up until you get married and sometimes even after marriage. And so it was just kind of shocking to me. So I just wanted to just come out here and just talk to you guys. I did have some food that I was gonna eat. I might grab a snack. Yeah, let me grab a snack, hold on. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my snack. I just got some pretzels and I got my water. So if you want to go ahead and pause this video, go ahead and grab yourself a snack, something to drink, you know what I'm saying? This is real chill type of vibe. So, but yeah, as you can see by the title, we're gonna get into these myths, or what I like to call myths. And yeah, before we do that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also like this video. Make sure you share it to your family and friends. And what else do you need to do? Oh, and comment. Comment down below. I love talking with you guys and just getting to know you more, and you guys get to know me more. So make sure you leave a comment down below and let's get right into it. So I got a little note card. I'm sorry. I've been really bad with eating on camera. I tend to just talk with my mouth full. I'm trying not to do that this time. I just wrote down some things that I personally have heard from a lot of people, and I've only got a few things down, so this might be a quick video. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. But the first thing that I heard was you shouldn't live together until you get married. And that was I don't even know what to say. So I thought that was pretty interesting because Carl and I, we come from a Christian background, and we are very strong in our faith. For us, that I don't know what to say. It was different for us. I should say that. It was different for us. And I came into this relationship a virgin. I got engaged as a virgin, and I'm gonna get married as a virgin. And that is something that's very important to me. It's something that's very important to Carl. And I feel like, yes, because a lot of people, especially in church, they be like, don't shack up or whatever. Y'all see Rocky tail in the background. Rocky in my video, baby. What was I saying? I feel like growing up in church, it was a very bad thing to shack up. If you shacked up, you going to hell. That type of thing. And this is definitely different for everyone. Maybe not everybody can live together and not have sex. If you think you can't handle it, don't do it, sis. Don't do it, because it's tempting. It's tempting. But a lot of people, I don't drop my pretzel. Hold on. A lot of people just was like, you shouldn't live together before you get married. You could cause some issues and pretend that you're being married when you're still technically not. And like I said, for Carl and I, it was really different because we had values, we had boundaries. We knew exactly what we wanted and how we want to live our life. based off of the word of God and also based off of our values, and we committed to that. And so, I can stand here and say that, I'm going to be getting married a virgin, and, you know what I mean? And like be with my husband for the first time on our wedding night. So like, this is a case by case scenario, because, God honors your heart. If you're not living together, then like you're still pure. Like, no, you can literally be in two separate homes and still be having sex. Like, I shouldn't say sex a lot. It's not so much about like, where you are. It's about who you are, and who like I said, your values and everything. Because yes, it is a struggle. Of course, I'm not gonna say it's super easy. Like living with my fiance is like been like a breeze, and we don't be tempted. Of course, we're tempted, but like I said, we fall right back on our values and what we're gonna commit to. So, but that was just very interesting because, and it's crazy too. It's more single people that say that than it is people who are married. That's what's very interesting. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to like talk about in this video is mainly single people who have these like statements and perspectives on marriage. It's something that you have to consider and talk to the Lord about before you make any of these, types of moves. But for me and Carl, it worked for us. Now, we didn't know like what day we're gonna get married, but we knew that where he was staying before, I wouldn't be able to like move in there if we got married. I was gonna be able to move in that small apartment. And we knew that we wanted to have, a house that we already had together before we got married. We kind of wanted to settle and, kind of get ourselves situated and everything. So we made plans. We knew what we wanted to do. We made plans, and here we are. So it worked for us. And like I said, it's something that you and your partner have to talk about, and just like talk to the Lord about it and see if that's the route you need to go. But I think that that's a false statement to say that you can't live together. Like, that's religion. That's not relationship. If you're having a relationship with the Lord, it don't even matter if you live together or not. Like, let's get that first. Get your relationship with God in check first, and then, you know what I'm saying? People, I just feel like people have like their priorities kind of like all over the place. Like, I don't know, but that's just how I feel about it, and that's my stand on it. Just, it's between you, God, and your partner. It don't even matter what nobody else say. But okay, let's get to the next one. The next one is this one right here gets me every time. Oh, so many single people have told me this, and it irked me so bad. People said that marriage counseling is going to bring out a lot of issues. It's gonna be a lot of bickering and fighting. Marriage counseling is gonna be, such a tough thing to kind of go through. Wrong. When I tell you, marriage counseling was one of the best moments I've had with my fiance and our counselors. Like, shout out to our counselors, by the way. They were A1. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful couple. And they're also going to be marrying us too. So anyway, marriage counseling for us was honestly a breeze. We were able to discuss some things that, we never thought about, or maybe we talked about but never really got in depth with. We've even after our session, like each week we had a session. I think we had a session like maybe once a week, and each week it brought up some things that we could talk a little bit deeper about, and like just kind of get each other's perspective on that, and to come into a common ground of how we're gonna live our life and how we're gonna be in our marriage, and how we're gonna raise our kids and stuff like that. So it was so good. Of course, during the entirety of marriage counseling, of course it wasn't like always good, but that's just because that's just relationship. Like, of course Carl and I are gonna go through some things, have ups and downs, but that wasn't because of marriage counseling. That's just life period, you know. But marriage counseling was awesome. I mean, I totally would do it again. I'm sure Carl would too. We had a great time. We laughed. We talked about some really great things, and what's most important too, we were able to relate a lot of practical things with the Word of God, and just like, you know, see how we can merge those two things together, which was so awesome. And it was A1. Carl and I didn't grow up having like really traumatic childhood experiences. So I mean, of course, we had some things in our lives or whatever, but you know, maybe that was a reason why we, you know, went through with the breeze, because we didn't really have any like major traumatic experiences in our lives that could potentially hinder us in marriage. But also at the same time, we do both have our things that we need to get rid of and work through as individuals, so that we can be healthy and whole for each other and for our family. But for the most part, it was amazing. It was amazing, you know. And it just really, once again, it kind of got to me that, you know, people really felt like marriage counseling is just such a negative thing. People had such a negative perspective on marriage counseling. And it was like, literally, I'll be like, you know, yeah, we started marriage counseling. They'd be like, ooh. And it was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Ooh, I don't get it. Like, you should be like, oh, nice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, cool. No, people were literally taken back by it. And it's just sad to see that, because it's like, first of all, once again, single people. Not all single people are like that. So let me just put that out there. I'm not saying all single people have this perspective. I'm just saying it's interesting that those who have made these statements are single and never been married. That's strange to me. I don't know if it's because maybe they've seen it from other people or gotten other, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not going to get into that too much. But anyway, marriage counseling is awesome, okay? It is awesome. I would recommend it to everyone who's you know, going to get married, you know, engaged. All of my engaged couples out there, get marriage counseling. I promise you, it is going to help. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely going to help. It's cool to just start your journey as a couple with counseling. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep falling out. Ooh, sorry, I'm gonna spitting. Let me put these on the side. I feel like I'm making a real loud, crunchy noise right now. Another thing I've heard was that wedding planning is gonna be stressful. I'm trying to figure out what wedding did they plan. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've heard that statement numerous of times. For me, in my experience as planning a wedding, it has been so easy and light. Like the scripture says, easy and light. It has been so easy and light. Now, of course, it takes a lot of work, and of course, it takes time, it takes money, it takes effort, it takes creativity. But not once has planning this wedding has been stressful. Not once have I felt completely overwhelmed. Now, there was at one point at the very early stages where I was trying to, you know, figure out about, you know, bridal party and the groomsmen, and just like the very first initial start of planning the wedding was a little overwhelming for me, only because, you know, I'm coming from a place of so many people saying, oh, it's gonna be stressful, oh, it's gonna be this, oh, it's gonna be that, oh, it's gonna be, you know, blah, 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 marriage this, marriage that. Like, it was just so much. And like, also being newly engaged and all that, trying to, you know, like going through that. And a week after we got engaged, we got into a near-death car accident. So like, with all that going on, like I was a little overwhelmed, I must say. Once I snapped out of that, I was like, it's been so easy and light. Like, even finding my wedding dress, I went to one store. Do you know how many women like go to like several stores, try on several dresses, Still can't even probably find the one until maybe a few months before the wedding, sometimes a couple weeks before the wedding. Like, I literally went to one store. I called one place, set up the appointment at that one place at David's Bridal, because I've always wanted to shop there. I've always wanted to go to that exact location. Called them up, made that appointment, came in, and it was such a magical, wonderful experience. And I honestly went in there not expecting to find a dress, of course. I only went in there to like just try them on and see what I like and what I dislike. And I walked out with my dress. Well, not literally, because they have to order it. But I walked out buying a wedding dress for the first store. I haven't even gone to no other stores, and I don't plan on doing it, because why would I do that? I've already found a dress. Even like finding a venue, Carla and I, we wanted to get married, outside, and we wanted to, have like a garden type feel or whatever. And so, I was looking for a couple of venues. Now, this was a very tedious task, but it wasn't stressful. But we were looking at several venues, and I got in touch with a decorator in Orlando, and she was so sweet. Actually, I was in touch with two of them, but this one lady, she basically, because so at the venues, I needed to have like my own caterer, my own decorator. Basically it just came kind of like as is, and I had to like do my own thing with it. So when I was talking to the decorator, she was like, based off of the budget I had, based off of the ideas I had, based off of just what I'm kind of going for, she recommended that I go to a venue that basically does everything. And so I had the venue that we're at now. When I tell you they take care of basically 90% of the wedding, and it's at a fraction of the cost of majority of the venues that I was looking at. All I have to do is just go there with my ideas and submit them, and see what I like, what I dislike, or whatever. And that's pretty much it. It's so easy. It's so stress-free. And I think the reason why I like that idea better is because I don't have to look for other vendors. I think when you have so many options of like looking for various vendors, and because you have vendors for decorating, you have vendors for food, you have vendors for like photo and video, stuff like that. I think it kind of can get stressful because there's so many different choices, and there's so many different people that that of course can do it. And it's just all about narrowing it down. But because this venue literally takes care of it all, it's like a one-stop shop. Like, I don't have to research X, Y, and Z. It's all taken care of. So I'm sorry, I'm getting thirsty, y'all. I have honestly had such a stress-free planning of the wedding. And at this point, we are about 4 or 5 months before we have the wedding, and we're pretty much almost done with planning. I just have to plan like the very, very deep, like the small details, because I'm a very detail oriented type person. So it's just like the really small details, but for the most part, the wedding is pretty much there. For those who are planning a wedding right now, if you are, just know that it is possible to plan a wedding and not have to be stressed out. Like, I can tell the way I am right now. I can tell that on the day of the wedding or the week of, the day of, I'm gonna be so like relaxed. And the best thing about it too is that even though there is a possibility that I could be stressed out and could be overwhelmed, I have been speaking it and like praying about it, and just saying out loud that I will not be stressed out on the day of the wedding, and just the wedding planning. Like, it's been a prayer of mine. So of course it wasn't just like I'm just gonna go through the motions or whatever. No, I've been very specific with my prayer, and I've been asking the Lord, like, Lord, make it easy and light for me, God, because, you know, why stress about it? It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to enjoy it. So I am speaking right now that the day of the wedding and the week of the wedding, I'm going to be so calm. I'm going to have so much peace. I'm going to have so much joy. I'm going to just relax and enjoy. And that's what I want. That's how I want my experience to be. I don't want to be a bridezilla. I don't want to be you know, over there panicking, stressing out, about to faint. That ain't me, sis. That ain't me. So yeah, it's definitely possible. It's extremely possible to plan a wedding and not be stressed out. I'm telling you from experience right now. Let me know in the comment section below, like, what are some things that you heard, like, you know, if you are engaged, or if you were engaged, or if you were married, or if you are married, whatever relational status you are. Let me know in the comment section below what it is that you may have heard about marriage, or being engaged, or wedding planning and all that stuff. Like, what are some things that you heard about? I'd love to talk to you guys and just, you know, kind of go back and forth on some of your thoughts, because I really was shocked at the negative responses that I would get from so many people. Now at this point of, you know, being engaged for about, I don't even know how long it's been. Maybe about 5, 6, no. Dang, it's been about what? 7, 8 months? I think at this point I haven't heard negative, you know, negative responses from people, and I think it's because I just kind of like don't invite that. Like, before I didn't know how to manage those conversations, but now I know how to manage, just period, any negative you know, responses that I may get from people. I just kind of like, yeah, it's not over here, don't bring it over here. And I think that's a way that we should live our life, you know. Yeah, just don't allow people to bring that negative energy to you. Be very guarded about your energy. Be very you know, particular and just intentional of who you talk to and who you choose to hang around with and who you allow in your space. Like, that's super important, because, you know, some people are just speaking out of ignorance, and some people are just unhappy and just want to see you unhappy. So it's, yeah, I've learned so much being engaged and living with Carl, and it has been such an amazing experience, which is the reason why I know God definitely intended for this marriage to be, and for this relationship to be, because it's been an unexplainable joy and just growing. Like, even the tough and rough times that, you know, we've had, or I've had, like, all of that still equaled out to, like, good. Like, I can overall say that my life and my relationship with my fiance is good. It's so good, and I want to thank God for that. And I just want to publicly thank the Lord for being such an amazing God, and for being so present, and so just so awesome. That's the lowest word I can say that can explain how good God is. Like, awesome. That's all I got. I wish I had more, but that's all I got. So hopefully, guys, we're able to, like, I don't know, hopefully it did something for you. I don't know if this video did something for you. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. But it was good just chilling here, talking with you guys. Let me know if you guys love when I have these sit down rants and just, you know, chill with y'all and just talk to y'all and vibe with y'all. And yeah, until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. We are close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. Ah! Oh my God, I'm so excited. We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So I don't even know what to do with myself. I gotta plan something cool. Wow, it might be time for another giveaway. Let me know if y'all want a giveaway if we hit when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Let me know if you want a giveaway. Leave it down in the comment section below, y'all. Oh, wow. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys so much. Thank you for staying to the end of this video, and until next time.